Hey, Pretty in Pink, welcome in. Hey, Ashley, welcome in, everyone. Hey, Shamita, what's going on, guys? Hi, Melody Berries. Guidance? Sure. Let's see. Let's do the spiritual evolution growth cards here. Let's get some guidance for Melody Berries. Let's see. Hi, Shamay, welcome in. Okay, guidance for Melody Berries. Let's see, Melody. Thanks for the like. I can. Absolutely. Guidance for Melody Berries. Let's see what we got here. Stuck energy alignment. You have stuck energy that can be caused by holding on to pain or having resistance. To let new energy flow in, get grounded. You always get grounded and reconnected to your body once again. You always get grounding yourself. Let's get some guidance for Ashley. Guidance for Ashley. Let's see. You got the same card. You heard me shuffle. That's crazy. You also have stuck energy that can be caused by holding on to pain or having resistance. To let new energy flow in, get grounded and reconnected to your body once again. So everyone's guidance is ground yourself. Reconnect with your body, reconnect with the deepest parts of your center, and ground. That goes for me as well. Breath work. Breath work helps immensely. Getting out in nature, doing breath work. Clearing your mind and just focusing on your breath. Yeah, hermit. Let's see, Shamita. What's coming in Shamita's romantic love life? Yeah. Coming in Shamita's romantic love life. Just focusing on your chakras, like breathing into the root. Hey, Gypsy Queen. Let me pin that. Just breathe into each chakra, starting at the root all the way up to the crown. Just focus on breath work. Let's see what's coming. Shamita's romantic love life. Hey, Tobias. Page of Wands. That's excitement. You could be Excited about stepping in a new direction, maybe in terms of reconnecting again. You have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's almost like you're ready to move in a new direction. You may be leaving behind like old energy. I feel like you're starting to really deeply consider getting back out there again. That Page of Wands. You're welcome. Shimei, let's see. What does Tom think of the picture Shimei sent him today? And Moon. Could he not see you very clearly? The moon could talk about obscurity. Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that is excitement, passion. But the moon can talk about either obscurity, like he couldn't really see you too well, or you couldn't see your face too well, or it could be it caused him to be a little off balance with the moon. Because the moon can talk about emotions kind of being unstable, going up and down. Sometimes the moon can be like your work being seen, but you are not. So I'm not sure if it's a picture of yourself or if he wasn't able to see you very clearly. You're welcome. Let's see, will AM get a work from home job within this year or next year? Yes or no? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I do see it happening. Could be within the year, that pentacle, but hard to say really. But I do see it happening. Page of Pentacles. You're welcome. I answered that. Remember, Mia? It was he represented like some form of stability in your life. I remember answering that one. Hey T. You got the moon, I remember. Sure, we can see. So show me Heather and the Libra for August. Show me like anything that's going to transpire in terms of connecting, action, things like that. Between Heather and the Libra. It's August. Let's see. Ace of Cups, Chariot, Page of Cups, Emperor. Yeah. Still Four of Cups, King, Queen of Wands, but King's at the bottom of the deck. And it's kind of like moving away from the King of Wands towards like distance. So there is love here, but the Chariot's kind of like looks like it's leaving that behind, but there's still feelings. Looks like you're in your power with the Emperor. Queen of Wands, he still is being like a supportive role, even though it doesn't seem that way. There's still attraction that he feels. I see hoping for communication or hoping for forward movement, but being disappointed. Four of Cups. Let's clarify with this deck, see what comes through. You're showing up Emperor, though. No, I think that's you. This would be like your hope spheres. See, that would be the offer that was made. I feel like that's him. And I feel like that's possibly you, too. But there's like movement forward past it. Though there's still like feelings here with the Page of Cups. And clarify. Yeah, that's like feeling like there's still hope. There's shadow work there. Digging deeper, searching for more. Revelation. Yeah, you're wanting to conquer. Yeah, he's like, yeah, no change with him. No change or progress. Wasting time, stuck in a pattern. Yeah, hoping for... I think you're hoping for communication. I think him, it's more of desire. But still the outcome being a part of the inner circle, but there's no accepting of the offer. There's no accepting of the cup, though. Yes, I don't see... Yeah, Queen of Swords. Yeah, Five of Swords. I don't see a lot of change. I feel like you're going to be healing, stepping into your power. You should up Emperor, so... Yeah, I think so. I can't see. Why does Mia keep dreaming about Daniel here? Seven of Swords. It's almost like moving forward, but like looking back. Maybe to gain some sort of new perspective with the Hanged Man here. Not getting really a lot from that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can talk about a new way of doing something, can talk about partial victories, tiptoeing behind the scenes. But to me, it's almost like moving forward, but still kind of looking back a little. So I feel like with the Hanged Man, it could be healing here. Yeah. Seeing things in a new light. That's for Mia. See what's coming money for Tobias. You could get some sort of idea with the Page of Cups there. Yeah, keep me updated, Mia. High priestess can talk about like conceptual ideas, like ideas still in conception. Um, Not a lot happening with the high priestess. You could be manifesting finances. You could get some sort of really great idea. Maybe it could come into your intuitive awareness with the high priestess. Let's see. I think I answered you. Didn't you ask for guidance earlier? Yeah. It's just one free question per live. But I will be live again. Soprana, current feelings. Use current feelings for Soprana. Let's see. World. Chariot. Is this over between you two? Because the world and the chair, or there's distance. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't tell if there's distance between you two, or if you two have closed out a major cycle and kind of moving forward apart from one another. Oh, no contact. Ah, I see. Yeah. I do feel that he's found some sort of closure with the chariot card here. Yeah, nine of pentacles. Yeah, feeling very independent. I feel like he's moving on. Yeah, I feel like he's moving forward with the world that's like closing out cycle. He's feeling balanced. The chariot, there's one person in the chariot. And considering the nine of pentacles there, I feel like he's moving forward here. What is Siddharth's current feelings for T? With the moon there at the bottom of the deck, that can talk about obscurity or insecurities. Six of Wands can talk about victory, like feeling like you two have overcome something, feeling successful. Block situation, right. So that's the moon, obscurity. Right now, he's feeling pretty confident. This person's feeling confident. They're feeling successful. I think they feel like they've overcome like some insecurities within themselves, is what I'm seeing. With that Six of Wands there. Yeah, it's like they're turning away from restriction. I feel like they're focusing on themselves, focusing on their finances. You're welcome. See, what is Alex's next actions towards Amen? Let's see. I feel like they're mainly like focusing on themselves there, T. Let's see. Alex's next actions towards Amen. Are you in a connection with this person? Like, what's your relationship with this person? Because Seven of Swords can go a lot of different ways. Seven of Swords can be like not being transparent Ah, yeah, okay. That makes sense. You could be kind of tiptoeing behind the scenes, not being transparent. You have the high priestess there, which talk about silence. Um, I think he's trying to balance out his life with that justice card. He's kind of avoiding. Seven of Swords can be an avoidant energy as well. Just kind of not being transparent and being avoidant. Yeah. I answered you, Tobias. You have to rewind. You had the high priestess. Hey, Miss Trina, welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, Melanie, welcome in. Next 2 days, let's see. What's coming, Dr. Fizza, next 2 days here? Next 2 days. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're working on your stability here. Working on getting yourself out of some stuck situation. The Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there could be some things like outside of your control, but I feel like it's about you seeing the beauty that does surround you. Because I feel like there's some magic around you that you're not seeing. There's this wise old man right here, and no one's really paying attention to him except for this child and these dogs. So I do feel like there is some magic here, some options, some assistance, something around you that you're not seeing that you may come to your awareness within the next 2 days that can be very helpful for you to get out of a stuck situation or to improve your life in some way. Hey, Red, welcome in. You're welcome. see Carrie. Will Anne and Carrie reconcile? Yes or no? No, and you got the death card at the bottom of the deck. No, I don't see that happening. Okay, Red, just let me know. I see solitude. I feel like it's over. That's how the energy is presenting itself currently with the Hermit. You're welcome. What was underneath Pete's slick comment towards Miss Trina last night? What was underneath it? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords reversed can be like resentment or bitterness. It also can be someone very, like, just very blunt. You also have witty, funny, which is really interesting. I never really noticed this. I never heard anyone speak about the Queen of Swords being funny, which is interesting. I've never even noticed that before. So maybe he was being a little cheeky too, because that's the first time I've noticed that. So maybe he was being a little cheeky too. Maybe a little sarcastic. Sarcasm, maybe. Oh, let me see, Red. I got you. Yeah, I think he was being sarcastic, maybe a little cheeky or funny, because I've never seen that with the Queen of Swords. I never heard of anyone talking about the Queen of Swords being funny, though she probably is quite funny when she wants to be. Probably more witty sarcasm. What's your question, Red? I never noticed that on the card before. Well, now I got a new meaning for the Queen of Swords, so she can be quite sarcastic. She can be, yeah. Definitely. What's your question, Red? I did get it. I got you. Oh, did you post it? If you posted it, Red, I can't see it. I see, like, you being on the fence, but I don't see the question. You might have to reword it. Ah, I see it now. Let's see. What happens if Red goes out tonight to DNR? What's going to happen there? How's that going to go? How's that going to go? Let's see. Yeah, I do feel like you're kind of in your head about it, feeling restricted, but you want to put in the work because you want to connect. It's like you want to overcome some power struggle. I feel like you kind of come to terms with it because you realize like some things are outside of your control. You do have luck on your side with the Wheel of Fortune. And it looks like you're kind of weighing your pros and cons. Like, should you go out? And I feel like you're seriously considering it. Magician. 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands. I think you'll find like a lot of excitement, maybe nice communication. I do see you being very protective. 7 of Wands. It's like you're defending your position at the top of the mountain. You're beating back all the wands, or whatever. 6 of Wands. That is victory. I feel like you might get a lot of attention. You could be standing out. You might feel successful. I think you feel like it's successful. 8 of Wands is here too at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I do see it's like you're looking for the drama. But I think once you sit with it for a while, you realize like, no, everything's okay. Everyone's kind of working together. You might see someone that's rather attractive with the King of Wands. Will she see Ryan? Maybe. Is the King of Wands Ryan? Yes or no? Maybe. Will she see Ryan? Yes or no? Yes, I think you will. But you might see other people that are attractive too. That could be why the King of Swords came out like that when I asked the first time. King of Swords. I think you'll be kind of keeping an eye on him. Like he may have a cup of love to offer, but you're kind of detached. Or there's an element of detachment there because he's showing up King of Swords. So there's detachment still. But there's still like some sort of underneath like emotion still with the Knight of Cups. But there's still elements of detachment on both parties, both sides. And this Page of Swords can be delayed news, so he may take a while to approach you, but he may approach you. There's still an element of detachment between both people. But 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, I think you'll have fun. Magician, Wheel of Fortune. And then if there is input that comes in that may throw you off balance temporarily, I see you're like regaining your balance and you're going to have victory and success. So I think it'd be all right. But I do see you are worried. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to be controlled by this past pain, past trauma. So you're working on like liberating yourself from it. There's nothing wrong with carrying mace. I don't think so. But there's nothing wrong. Like, if it gives you like a little confidence, like makes you feel better. There's nothing wrong with carrying mace with you, especially if you go out to a club or a bar. It's rather common practice. You're welcome. Yeah, carry that mace with you, you know? See, what does Merida need to know right now? Trust your intuition. For sure. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuitive insights. Translate past experience into wisdom. The High Priestess. Hey, well, hi, Eli. Did you get your cards? Let's see. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's always good to get a Rider Waite, especially if you're learning, because that's what all the other tarot decks are based on. That's good. Good choices. Let's see, is Chelsea's crown protection strong on her crown chakra? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. I was looking for this card. It is. You can, Naran. Just post your question down below. Let's see. What are Henry's feelings for Naran here? He feels a soul bond to you. High Priestess. Are you in a connection with this person? This is like spiritual. Like he feels like a strong soul bond to you. I think he feels like connecting with you is like helping to change his life for the better. So it looks good. You're welcome. Very spiritual connection. Let's see, how is Matt feeling about awesome? Feelings for awesome here. Justice? Are you Leo? You don't have to be a Leo, but there's attraction, Six of Wands. He does feel victorious, like there's some success here. Justice feels like he wants to restore his inner harmony, like he is using his logic and his intuition to make just and fair, balanced decisions here. Okay. There is attraction. But I feel like he's trying to be really balanced with the Justice card. I think he feels like things are really balanced. I don't see any action. I just see him kind of like in this balance kind of evaluation. Justice is like an evaluation. But he's trying to be fair with the Justice. I think he feels like there's mutual respect for the Six of Wands. I don't see any action though. You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, I guess I will hop off and grab some dinner. I might be live again later. If I'm not, then you guys will see me again tomorrow. Oh yeah, Eli. Oh yeah. Yeah. So how's the tarot going? Like, are you picking it up quickly? Yeah. Man, if I could learn tarot all over again, I would learn it completely different than the way I did. I learned it the hard way. If I could do it all over again, I would spend time learning the numerology and the suits, like eights. Eights are about manifestation. It's about creativity, and fire and wands is about passion and drive. So that the Eight of Wands would be like manifesting creative, passionate drive. And it's also like looking at it because it looks like arrows and they're kind of going down. So it's like the target is found. So this can represent grounding a dream too, or it can also represent like arrows of love, arrows of desire. Um, I would also recommend doing like daily tarot readings for yourself so you can come up with your own meanings. And looking at the card first and figure out what it says to you, like how it speaks to you, and then maybe looking up definition or something like that. But that way you can get it deep into your bones, your own understanding. Right, because all those meanings, they came from people reading like that. They came from people just looking at the card and just intuitively reading the card, right? And doing the numerology. But yeah, I would learn it different. Yeah, numerology, what the suits mean, and just kind of looking at the card, reading it intuitively, and then maybe looking at the meaning and doing like daily tarot readings. So then you can like get your own meanings for the cards. You can see how the cards look in real life, right? How they play out in real life. Like what the Three of Wands looks like in real life. Yeah, you're welcome. I like this book was really nice. If you want to get this book, it's got the upright and reverse, and it's got like what 3 or more tens can represent. But I think this guy's a psychologist that wrote this book. I think he's a psychologist. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's not. I thought he was. This one was really cool because it's got also ones for like health too as well. This was a good book. And then like the classic, like people say it's like the Tarot Bible. Would be this one. Rachel Pollack. I think just about every tarot reader has read this book, just about. She has like really long descriptions for the major arcana. Shorter descriptions for the minor. But what's cool about this book is she kind of like helps you see how they kind of connect to one another. I like the Rider-Waite deck. I like the Rider-Waite. I think it's because I spent so much time studying it. Yeah, I think you'd like the 78 Degrees of Wisdom then, because she goes into that and really in depth with the majors. But yeah, the daily tarot readings, like I wish I did that a lot more when I first started reading. Not only would it boost your confidence, like seeing how they play out in real life, you'll get your own confirmation, you know? And even come up with your own personal meanings. I do different ones. Like I'll do, it depends. You can do 3. You can do one card too. Like if you're just learning, you do one card just to get like the daily energy, or you can do like a 7-card spread. I know you're just learning, but the 7-card spread is rather easy. It's kind of like Celtic Cross, just a little smaller. The 7-card spread is like just your basic past, present, future, right? Then like your energy, what's around you, hopes and our fears, and what will be outcome. But to me, like, oh, you learned the Celtic? Yeah, so this is like the Celtic is just a little smaller. So it's basically just past, present, future, your energy, what's around you, or your environment, hopes and our fears, and outcome. Actually learned that spread from like this book right here. I really like this book. Do I pull based on a feeling, or I just kind of shuffle and just let them come out. Like, you don't even, honestly, you don't even really have to shuffle that. Like, I mean, you have to like shuffle, but I mean, it's a preference, really. It's a preference. Like, sometimes I'll pull a card, you know, and I might shuffle because it keeps my hands busy for something else to do. But like, you don't really have, like, I read for a long time only shuffling once. Yeah. Like, I'll shuffle once and be like freestyle, you know, like okay, so we got the 5 of Wands. So then I would keep the cards like this and just say, okay, so what's these cards here? That's the Queen of Cups. So that's like emotional. This right here, the Ace of Wands. So that's like finding solution here, what to focus on. So it's kind of like, this is like he's pulled his energy back from being too emotional to focus on something more practical. Yeah, King of Pentacles. So what's the challenge? The Moon. So what's the opportunity? The Queen of Wands. So what happened in the past? The Ace of Cups. You know, it's like, it just depends on how you, what feels right to you. But to me, like, making them pop out like that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and you don't have to, you know? Like, if I was sitting here like this, like, I would get so, like, yeah, it's a lot of work, and you don't have to. You just shuffle with intention. Or if, like, you know, you feel the need to shuffle, shuffle. You could put one card, you could shuffle a little. You know, clarify the world. 9 of Wands is persevering, close to the end of a cycle here. Sometimes it's nice to shuffle in between because it keeps your hands busy, but it's all preference, really. But that, waiting for them just to do pop-outs all the time, it's a lot of work. Unnecessary work. Some people do the fan out like this, which is really quick and convenient. You know? Oh no, I love talking about tarot, Eli. It's like one of my favorite things. No, not really. No, not really. I just kind of sit with them and read. When I get a new deck, I always read for myself first. Yeah, I don't really do anything. I don't even really cleanse them as soon as I get them. But I do cleanse them kind of in between. But yeah, no, if you want any like anything that I've learned or anything like that, I don't mind sharing. I love talking about tarot. But that one book that I showed you, it's got like meanings for like career, relationship. It's very practical application of tarot. I like that book. I don't really read reversals. They're not really necessary, but they do add like another layer to readings if you want to learn reversals. I never really learned, like, I'm still like studying the upright. I've been studying for like about 6 years. Yeah. I've been studying for about 6 years, and you don't really need them. Like, Like with the tower here, like this energy, like he's just now starting to get stable here. So it really depends on how you're reading. Like, I don't know, you don't really need them. You can get like different. To me, I just don't really feel like learning all of the reversals because I've spent so much time learning the upright and I'm still studying. Right. But reversals do add like another layer. And so they would add like another depth. So this card, like it could talk about like a delay, right? But if you read reversals, it might just come out like this, and that would just be the delay. And then you wouldn't really need these cards to come out the same way, but you would still get the same message, you know. Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. I pulled right to one. You can, Heather. Yeah. So yeah, I do. Like this would be like Scorpio, Pluto. Like I've started to get into that. Like adding this astrological knowledge to it. But again, like I'm still like there's so much to learn with tarot. There's so much to learn. I completely lost my line. Let me get back on here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, anytime you want to come on and chat about tarot, I'm down for it. I love it. There's so much to study with the symbols. One of the cool things about this deck right here is it's got some interesting meanings. Like I can tell whoever made this deck studied tarot. And what's cool is it comes with a little book. Let me see if I can find it. What's cool about this book here, this deck, not only the meanings, but it's got like this little book and it has little symbolisms. Like it has like what the colors represent. It has the timing. It also has the golden dawn timing. And it has little symbols like the figure's pose. And it says, suddenly waking up from a nightmare, their faces covered by their hands in despair. Then it has the bed carving. And it has swords, like 9 swords on the wall tell us that this is a complex nightmare. And the swords are depicted here as enemies of the intellect, and it appears overwhelming. The 9 swords do not touch the person because the perceived threat is in their mind. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. But this deck's pretty cool. You can tell whoever did it like really studied, because I've seen some interesting meanings. Like for the Queen of Swords, it says like funny. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like with the Justice card, the little jewel on the third eye can represent like the third eye chakra. So it's like using logic and your intuition to see clearly. I know, right? Yeah, you notice all kinds of things like when you start really looking. Yeah. I like the meaning of this one being like the Houdini card. Because it is. It's like Houdini. Yeah. Yeah, Justice. 8 of Swords. Yeah, I think, yeah, that is Gemini. I think it's Gemini in this deck. 2. I don't know where it went. It went somewhere. Are you still here, Heather? I know you wanted to ask a question before I hopped off. Yeah, I'll answer a couple more before I hop off. Let's see. Let's look at Nadim. Does ex-girlfriend and them want to marry Nadim? Yes or no? Let's see. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands would say yes. That is like having desire, wanting to ground a dream. So I would have to say yes with that. Eight of Wands. Yeah, random stuff. You can post your question here. Will CJ and Gemini get together soon? Yes or no? No, not soon. Yeah, it is Gemini. Yeah. No, not soon. It looks like things are still undecided here with the Seven of Cups. There's feelings of restriction still, so I don't feel like it's soon, no. Let's see, will Fabi contact Raymond soon? Yes or no? If you posted your question, Heather, I can't see it. Let's see, will Fabi... Oh, there you go. Will Fabi contact Raymond soon? Yes or no? Potentially, yes. I would say yes. I'm not sure when, but 2 aces, that's a yes. Is the Libra still holding on to Heather here? Is the Libra still holding on to Heather? Yeah, no. No, that would be more of a releasing, but he is still like, there's still growth. I think he's still evaluating, but death can talk about shedding, a release. Yeah, and it's because he doesn't want to feel restricted and like power struggle. So he's turning away from restriction. So I don't feel like it's a complete letting go, but there is like a shedding so that he can not feel so restricted. Yeah, as he waits new opportunity. Yeah, he's just kind of distancing himself here, focusing more on his independence. But there's not like a complete letting go, just because there's power struggle. Yeah, solitude. Yeah, well, we're complicated. That's why there's still that 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I think it's saying like, asking if he's holding on. It's almost like still holding on to you, like in his conscious awareness. Does Heather still have a place? And let's ask it this way: does Heather still have a place in his heart, in Libra's heart? Yes or no? Let's see. Five of Swords. You got the 2 of Cups here. Yeah, but again, it's like the stress. It's almost like the stress there, but you have the 2 of Cups. So yes, but it's like he's detaching from feeling so restricted. Yeah. So will he stay holding on emotionally like he has been before? I think so, with that 2 of Cups. But he's like just really detached. Give me 1 second, random, and I'll get to your question. I think it's just connection. I think he's not, it kept saying like he's not focusing on love, like he's focused on his goals. And so like bringing a connection in would cause like stress because it's not something that he's looking for. He's mainly focused on his goals. That's what comes through. Yeah. It's not personal. Like it's his own personal thing. Like it really has nothing to do with you. It's like his own personal life. Why does he feel restricted, the Libra? Yeah, because he's focusing on him. Yeah, he's busy. He's focusing on himself. Two of Pentacles can be busy. I feel like he's just not ready to feel. You know, when you're alone and you're in solitude, it's like you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to cater, but you don't have to. You just focus on yourself and your own well being. But like when you're in a connection, you have to be mindful of not only your emotion, but the other person's emotion as well. And I don't think that's something that he wants. Because you have the Three of Swords here, where it's like he's just kind of focusing on himself. Does that make sense? I can just do one question, random stuff. So do you want to know about the love or career? Mostly. You don't have to send donation, Heather. You know I don't mind answering you. I can just go with the first one. Or we can go career. Like, you decide. One or two. One or two. Let's do the first one, I guess. Let's see. Would she still be willing to meet random? Picking one? Okay. Would she still be willing to meet random? When he goes on this trip, would she still be willing to meet him? Yes or no? No, too much anxiety, though there is potential. If she can overcome anxiety in the past hangups, there is potential. Because you do have Judgment here as well. Clarify Nine of Swords. If she can overcome her anxiety, she might be nervous. She might still be hung up on like past things, but she might be willing to. I would say that's a maybe. Because you have no, and then you have yes, and then Judgment. I would say that's a maybe. Yeah. I would say that's a maybe. The 50-50. I think she might be a little nervous with that Nine of Swords there. Let's see, is the Libra happy? No. No, he's overwhelmed. No, I think there's attraction for you. Empress, Emperor, but it's like he doesn't want to bear the weight of the connection, so he's emotionally withdrawn. Nostalgic. No, I wouldn't say he's happy. I would say he's emotionally withdrawn. I wouldn't say he's happy, though. No, that Five of Cups there. But I think he is allowing the tower to fall. Right, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, justice, that would be justice. You can give justice to yourself. That can be you making peace with the situation, random stuff, and using your logic, intuition, and making yourself better from because of it, or better in regardless of it, or in spite of it. You know, it signifies restoring order in your life. It signifies restoring inner harmony, using logic and intuition to evaluate decision. It's mainly a card of evaluation for clarity and doing what is right on a moral standpoint, like in regards to your moral values and your moral beliefs. Maybe. You never know. You might. I love you too. I'm going to hop off and grab some dinner, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.